So Shashi, what are you going to do for us?
The most common diseases in the AP Bio course mainly took in high school.
Alright. Are you in high school?
No.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 6th grade, if you believe it or not.
So he's in 6th grade, and the confidence that he has based on what he learned here is that he's going to pick a topic that's relevant to high school, something that Ajitesh talked about, thermodynamics, AP physics. He went home and looked at AP Bio, right? And now he feels confident that applying what he learned here, he will be able to tell us about the most common diseases. Is that what you're going to do? Alright, go for it.
Okay, so the first one's Marfan Syndrome, which is an inherited disorder that affects your connective tissue. It makes your frame wiry. You're very tall, long fingers, long arms. You also have vision problems. The second one is influenza, commonly known as the flu. It's a very common virus, but although it can be deadly, especially in high-risk groups. There's also Down syndrome. It's a condition that delays development and intellectual abilities. And then there's sickle cell disease, which breaks down red blood cells. And then after that, there's trypanosome, which is also called African sleeping sickness. It's caused by flies, mainly in Africa. Causes some breathing problems while you're sleeping. Most people die from it, so it's a pretty big problem in Africa. And then after that, there's Tay-Sachs, which this one's very rare, although it happens in very remote places. And this destroys nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. And then after that, there's Huntington's disease, which destroys all neurons in the brain, and it makes you lose your cognitive ability. And then after that, there's Crohn's disease, which affects the lining of your digestive tract. It gives you many severe problems there, a lot of pain involved. And then after that, there's polydactyl, which is a physical anomaly that gives you extra fingers or toes. Then after that, there's X-related color blindness. You lose the ability to see the colors red and green. It's genes from your parents, so that's the cause of it. And then after that, there's this thing called Klinefelter disease, which it has low testosterone levels, and it gives you reduced muscle mass. Then after that, there's muscular dystrophy, which is a group of disorders that gives you, it makes you weak and it reduces your muscle mass. And then after that, there's Parkinson's disease. Famous people like Muhammad Ali suffered from this. It's a brain disorder. It makes you tremble a lot and it gives you uncontrollable movement. And then the last one is Hemophilia, which is a so it's from genes from your parents, and it stops your blood from clotting. So when you have an injury, you keep bleeding. Keep going. So those are the 15. I hope none of you ever get them. So that concludes.